Spider-Man. What does Spider-Man do today? Can he swing from a web? Yes, he can. This is Spider-Man. Oh, yeah, Spider-Man, no way home. Spider-Man, no way home. This is Spider-Man. I'm such a dork. Nah, I'm playing. Hello, I'm back for another YouTube video. I'm going to do a spoiler review of Spider-Man No Way Home in a more detailed frame of mind. And I'm going to talk about the trailer in the beginning. So, this is about, where, Spider-Man is framed for murder of Mysterio, and everyone knows his identity and stuff like that, and it's amazing. So, and then it's a multiverse film, so it's fantastic. It's a multiverse film, and it has Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Yes, they're finally in this film. Yes, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield. So yes, yes, yes. This is fantastic. I can't believe they're finally in a Spider-Man film and had to pull it off. And finally pull it off. It's fantastic. I can't believe this movie exists. So, I'm glad it does. It's, and all of the multiverse stuff happens when the setup of the movie I'm not a huge fan of, but it is good. It's not a great setup, but it's not bad either. But most of the setup is actually where Peter Parker, Tom Holland goes to Doctor Strange, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, where he goes and asks him to do a magic spell and have people forget that he's Spider-Man, and then Tom Holland Peter Parker goes and wounds it, and then all of the multiverse happens and all the villains pop up, which is the Green Goblin, played by Willem Dafoe, Alfred Molina as Doc Ock, including the villain, which is the Lizard, and Thomas Hayden Church's Sandman, and of course Jamie Foxx Electra. There's 5 villains in this film, which I think is fantastic. I think this is a good movie anyway. But the main thing is I love how this movie plays out in the middle, and this final scene and final battle is insane, where Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield fight and try and cure all of the villains and make them better people again before they are sent to the worlds again without having to die. So that's basically the premise of this film, where Peter Parker and all 3 Spider-Men help cure these villains and help them go back to the way they were, which is fantastic, I think, anyway. But of course, Doc Ock is a good guy, of course, which I think is fantastic. Anyway, all these villains are all fighting the 3 Spider-Man, which is awesome. But what was crazy about this that makes no sense is Ned actually opening portals like Doctor Strange does, which makes 0 sense, because Doctor Strange, if you've seen the first film, he actually had to practice doing that and opening portals and stuff like that and doing magic. So how does Ned Leeds actually do all that without practicing that much? Makes no sense. But anyway, I do love this film. It's a perfect Marvel film, a perfect MCU film, a perfect Spider-Man film, I think. It has a ton of heart, and it's heartfelt, and of course like that. It's a perfect film, I think, anyway. It's sad, it's emotional, it's epic, it's dark. It has some heart to it, like the previous Tom Holland films, but it's mostly in New York City, and then it ends where Tom Holland's Peter Parker is in his classic Spider-Man suit that's more relevant to the comics, and then he starts flying in New York City, and that's the final film of the movie, which I think this is a fantastic film. I would actually give this movie a 9.5 out of 10, which is a fantastic film, I think. And critics love it, audiences love it. It's a fantastic movie. And wow, this film, wow, 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 wow. I can't believe Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in this film. It's fantastic. It's sad. It's emotional. Wow, this is insane. This is crazy. I'm so glad this exists. I'm so, 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 so happy Marvel, Kevin Feige, and Amy Pascal decided to make this happen. I'm glad they did. But if you remember right, Sony and Marvel had a little bit of a fight bef- before this film when they were after they did Far From Home, where they actually went away and then they actually made a new deal because of a mixed fan reaction not liking it. So I'm glad this movie exists. I'm so happy this movie exists. But anyway, this movie's insane. Like, oh, mind blown on this film. It's fantastic. Well, I don't know what to say anymore on this film. It's emotional. It's great. It's sad. Wow. Epic. Epic extravaganza. Wow. I can't believe I'm saying this. This movie is like a 94% for me. Like a 98% if I want to go there. It's a fantastic film. It's sad, and it also stars Tom Holland, Zendaya, Benedict Cumberbatch, Benedict Wong, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, of course Willem Dafoe, Jamie Foxx, Alfred Molina, Thomas Haines, and of course the guy that plays the lizard. I'm not familiar with his name. Sorry if I get your name wrong. Is it Ivans or something like that? Something like that. But it's an awesome movie, and it has a ton of heart, and it's sad. Wow. I can't believe Aunt May dies in this film. That pissed me off a little bit, that Aunt May passed away. That made me mad a little bit. It made no sense to me, but whatever. It is what it is. But anyway, this film is sad, but anyway, wow. I can't believe this movie existed. I'm glad it exists. Anyway, this is a perfect film. So here's my final thoughts. This is an epic extravaganza type film with a ton of emotion, and it's perfect throughout. But the beginning is a little slow at times, and it gets a lot going, and it's a 2 hour and 28 minutes of a movie, so that makes it 148 minutes long. It's epic, it's sad, it's emotional, but I think this is a perfect film. Anyway, this is Jake Walls of Nerdy with Autism, and please stay nerdy.